We're having weird stuff happen.
Oh, no, you really jinxed me.
It's on the screen, and you can see us.
Yeah.
And then
You really jinxed me.
I did. Can you guys hear us?
Oh, we're not even on.
Oh, I'm seeing this.
All right. I got to fix this.
Yeah, you guys can hear us. I don't get what's going on.
Says the person who, so it's doing it again. But we'll be able to see it there, so that's good. Good evening, everyone.
Happy Friday.
Technical difficulties. I'm freaking out.
Arr, arr, arr.
I'm freaking out.
I'm glad I'm so entertaining for you.
Oh my. How's everyone doing? I don't hear you, but see you now. You guys hear us, right? I can hear you. Good. Everything's good. Hey, Jay and Teresa. How's everyone doing? Karen and Marie. And good. Everyone hears us. Technical difficulties. It happens from time to time. We'll blame it on the rain. Let's call it the rain. I gotta set some stuff up here, so give me 1 second here. So we right one. We're gonna go over the
Camp Evans.
Thank you. Contributing. Good for you. Well, she's going to contribute in more ways than you could ever imagine. So
this is a bash Chris tonight.
No, I'm not. No bashing. They're going to get to see for themselves and hear for themselves. But we fresh off our investigation of the Infoage Building of Camp Evans. That basement was probably one of the coolest things ever in a long time that I've experienced, and I got to rewatch it because I pulled some clips of it and cut them up so I could repost them and we can go through them. It's one thing when you're there and it's happening. It's another to go back and watch. My only regret is that I need a cameraman. If anybody out there knows how to handle a camera without going, ooh, I can freak it out, or just getting the shot, that would be wonderful because I literally had the best video ever where I'm holding a REM pod and I'm taking my fingers and touching the antenna and making it
I caught it one time.
You caught there. You could see the lights in my hand, but the better shot would have been the shot of me and the REM pod.
I was freaking out.
There you go.
I'm a human being. I
need someone who doesn't. Danielle should come because Danielle doesn't freak out, as was shown in that one video where the bang and you run underneath the wire, and
then I'll get some downtime.
So I need we need your reactions. Trust me that, but we still need a good cameraman or person because you can't handle that job.
No,
that was blatantly obvious as I was from the minute we started filming to the minute we got out of that basement. It was just.
We'd never been in there before. Not that energy in there was. It was. I don't want to go back.
I'm having such a great time there. And of
course you are.
I'm enjoying the interaction and the activity, good or bad. I love it either way. And I'm trying to be serious and take the next step. And I couldn't help but laugh every time something happened. It was literally a bell that she's heard 100 times. I mean, 100 times. It's still
because it's not just the bell going off. It's what happened when the bell, like that light turning on when you ask something to come, and it went beep, and the bell goes and you go. I mean, come on, John.
What? Do you hear me? I give
Well,
out
there's
a
something wrong
I get
with
out a
you.
holy S once in a while because I'm excited.
Well, at
and
least
just
I'm not
kinda,
holy S-ing.
No, we're going to get to you. Believe me, there's plenty there. But so we'll go through the clips, and it literally. Oh, that's coming, Georgianne. That was there. Trust me. That's in the best of reel for sure. There's better ones where it's ineligible, and then something else. She heard me laughing. I had the headphones on and I'm cracking up as I'm watching this, cutting the clips because I was laughing just as much as I did when I was there and I heard it because you can't duplicate this. It's impossible.
I'm one of a kind.
You can't.
But so, again, that's fear. That's my anxiety taking a form of.
I should talk. Speaking of fear, I should talk to Project Fear. You might be the biggest thing that ever happened to them if they put you on that.
But listen, that is the anxiety is building. It's not like it just goes boom and I react the way I do. It's because it's the anxiety of where I am is building inside of me, and it's like a valve that just like, and it just comes out. There's no control.
Oh, believe me. No, it just
you can't control
whatever it is. It's the door opens, what comes out, and then the door shuts, and that's pretty much it.
I mean, I did pretty good. I didn't go run anywhere, especially with the fact that the room we'd never been into is only one way in, and then when you go to the back there, you're stuck. You're cornered. If something comes at you, there's nowhere to escape to. There's nowhere to run to. There's nothing to hide under. There's nothing to go behind.
I'm right there. Doesn't that give you any consolation whatsoever?
You're going to fight off something that you can't see. I'm not talking about an actual thing that you can fight off.
Thank you. Yeah, Anne said the same thing. I know you're frightened, but you made me laugh. That's what she does with me. It totally it doesn't take you out of what's going on because it's so cool what's happening and you're encountering a new person with a new attitude who obviously is now encountering you for the first time and you're getting the real genuine reaction of the interaction. So it's real on their end, it's real on our end, and you can't predict what's going to happen. But I try to stay in the moment and stay serious and take it as far as it'll go, as far as information or whatever. But it's really hard to do that when you've got Scooby-Doo and Shaggy next to you going, zoinks! And running for the hills.
You're lucky I stayed.
Oh, my.
I stuck it out. Well, I did not like it.
That you did.
And nobody was feeling what I was feeling when you walked in that other room separate from me and you left me in that corner to film you. And you went over there to interact with him because you wanted to see if the energy would change. And you said, he's like, he doesn't seem to like me in his space. You see how there was like cold air that just surrounded me, like something came right over and just swallowed me right up while you were over there. And I was holding my, and that's when the bell went, that's the one time that I yelled because it was that combined with that, because you know when you're not alone. Oh, you know when there's something else there.
You know, the weirdest thing about that night was that it was fated that happened the way it did because we were there with those two high school kids and they could have filmed anywhere in the building. There was a meeting on the second floor that ended around 6:15, so we couldn't let them up on the second floor. So we were looking for just a creepy area to film the interview, and we were like, why not the basement? Basements are creepy, attics are creepy. And we went down there, and as we were walking down to try to find a place to just set up and film their piece, I walked by that door, and I said to one of the kids, I said, man, this door's never been open.
No, it's always been locked.
And I actually took and I walked inside the room, and I had a peek left and right, and I was like, we're coming in here. I knew it the minute that door was open. I said, we're coming in there.
Huh? Did you see what's on the door?
No.
It was a shelter.
Okay, well, I'm like, we're coming in here. This is where we're starting. And I could not wait because I had a vibe, but who knows. And man, from the minute we got in there, that guy or person or persons were like, oh, no, no, no. And I think that was the person that Gloria had come across there.
Oh, I think so too. You felt that.
Finally, after all this
something
time.
A bit aggressive.
Yeah.
It wasn't, listen, if it was just something that was communicating with us, okay. But it was something that seemed aggressive. Now, does that mean it was bad? I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
But I'm the type of person, when something is aggressive, it's something I don't want to deal with. And it's something that it does. It amps up my anxiety.
I hate to say it. It's great for people who are watching, and it's entertaining, but it does impede the investigation a little bit when you're freaking out and you're not able to.
What would you do? Put me in a straitjacket and just tape the phone on me to film you and walk around and like, so I'm muted and can't, like, you cannot control another person's experience.
I know that, but I'm trying to, like I said, get all that I can from the space that I'm in. But now I'm worried about you, and you're automatically like, I don't like it here. Let's get out of here. I don't like it in here. Let's get out of here. I don't want to. I would have stayed there the whole.
Do you know when I said that?
Night.
When you did the EVP and it said what it said. That's when I said I want out.
Yeah, but that's when you.
For you.
You find out why.
No, when somebody says, "Hey, the killer's coming to your house," I'm not going to stay. I'm going to go because I'm not going to stay to find out what this person's going to do. You get it? There are people.
I had a spirit say it that the mine by that hatch, kill him. You know what I did?
I didn't say you were normal.
I sat there.
I didn't say
and
you
then
were
I took my legs and I put them in the hatch.
See? Common logical sense here. Self-preservation. Here, you can all label it yourself.
Okay.
Okay? Yes.
Firemen are supposed to run towards the fire.
I'm not a fireman.
Okay.
And I would do a fire. I would actually if someone were to come in with a gun, honestly, I would react better to that and go in defense mode. It's the stuff that I can't see. It's the stuff that I can't combat or have a chance. Well, you're
in the wrong biz there,
because if
Charlie.
I had a chance to fight back and combat, I'm okay because I can see what the dangers are. I can combat that. That doesn't freak me out as much as, yeah.
Danielle, you will be my camera person. She can still be there. We can still tape her, film her freaking out and doing all that. But I need someone to catch the actual, document the footage.
I'm good.
I need that. So
I'm good.
Anyway, Danielle showed her medal too during that loud bang.
Oh, you both just like, shit, if she dies out there, no big deal. I know you guys don't have my back.
Okay.
I got my own.
Yeah, you sure do. Cloud of dust and a high-o silver, and you're out of there like the Lone Ranger.
But I'm living to talk about it another day.
So anyway, I don't know if these are in chronological order. And again, because of my vision, I'm using my phone. I'm going to try my best to see the videos and not mess them up, and I'll play them again. I highly recommend during the EVP stuff, which is probably after the third video. If you have headphones, put them on. If you're listening on a device or a TV, whatever, turn that volume up because the EVPs are there. They're just low. And I didn't have a chance to re-edit it and boost them up again like I normally do, but they're there. And again, I'm listening with headphones. It's much different than hearing it on your phone. So if you want to hear them the way that we heard them on the, on the speaker as well as the headphones, then turn it up because they're some pretty good ones. So first clip here again, this is when objects are the same way. This is when you're going to have good interaction is when it happens like that. It doesn't take a whole lot of work when there's a spirit who wants to engage, good or bad. It happens quickly, usually. If you're in the right area and they want to talk and they want to interact, good or bad, it usually starts quick. And it was no different when this person, when in this first clip, I set the dome on the chair, I set the cat ball on the chair, and within minutes, this is what happens. fields, if you come by anything that's illuminated.
Right behind you.
The bell.
Hello. No, the chair with the what I just touched, that static dome. Hello.
There's a little twinkly ball on that chair too, right next to that circle. Any chance?
And the lights just went off all the way down the strip. I'm sorry. It's just like it's around us.
Oh, it's something. Okay. Yeah. There's EMF. There's energy in that room there. Had a feeling about this room. We've never been in here, so it's kind of like. So okay, so we're gonna try to hear your voice. Catball. Look, I asked it to set it off.
Did.
Look,
thank you.
Look at that. Holy crap. That is damn good.
Thank you.
So it's always about trying to double validation, triple validation, get as many intelligent responses as you can get. That's why when you specifically ask for something and people are always like, oh, it's disrespectful repetition and blah, blah, blah. No, you're trying to prove something. You're trying to prove that it's not a piece of equipment malfunctioning or it's an environmental misfire. Yeah. You're trying to prove that there's intelligence there. So if you watch that clip, the dome goes off and I specifically ask whoever it is, I tell them, hey, there's something else on that chair, a little tiny twinkly ball that if you touch it, it's going to twinkle. Could you do that too? Turn my attention to the other end of the room where we're looking down that direction. And what happens?
And that's what it did with the dome. It set it up when we weren't looking. And when we
yeah, but I asked for the
you did.
cat ball. And
you did.
That's how you know there's an intelligence there. Somebody is in that space. And they proved it. They're good enough to say, yeah, I'm here. Watch this. Ding, ding, ding. So let me try to get this without setting everything off. So this second clip here, again, one of the coolest things, and unless you go to the Infoage building as much as we do, you really wouldn't know this. In that basement, there's an initial light that lights up right after you hit the steps and you're walking in by the cage. But if you get sort of halfway where you're into the basement by the love tub, there is a light that's a motion light. Motion turns it on, yeah. And then eventually it times out and it turns back off. This was, again, one of the coolest things that happened. And this was the beginning of the freak out, because this is when we knew it was beyond cat balls and domes. This was somebody really.
But you felt it.
Kind of.
How do you convey the feeling? It wasn't just the light going off. It's the feeling that goes with it. A change that you know something there.
Well, you know somebody's out there. It takes motion. Something needs to move out there.
But there was
somebody was out there.
There was a feeling that came with it too.
Yeah, and again, in that same general area, the motion lights outside the door, what, 3 feet maybe?
4 feet? Yeah.
But to the right of that, by the cabinets, is the bell, which also motion activated. So motion either way will trigger the bell or trigger the light.
But that motion bell was facing away from us.
Yeah, it was facing towards the wall. All right, so I'm going to try to do an EVP first. I wish I could get rid of that. But I didn't.
Oh, the bell out there in the hall.
And that's the motion bell.
Yeah.
Hello?
And the lights just went off.
Hold on a minute. Don't go out.
I'm not going out there.
Because I think that door is more open than it was before.
Oh, great.
Somebody in there? No, that's a motion bell. For that to go off, something has to move. It's not an EMF bell. It's a motion bell. Somebody's walking around in this area for sure. We might not even leave this area tonight the way things are going. Hello? Could you ring that bell again, please?
The light, the motion light just went on out there.
I told you That's a motion activated light. That
outside the
not
room.
Be going off.
Should we go? I would just to make sure.
Gotta check that out. Let me go first.
Yeah.
Somebody here?
Here, take this with you.
That light should not be going off.
We're going to take you outside this room, guys, so you can see. This is a motion light. Right here, that light is set up. Oh, Sugar Shack.
Well, that did not take long at all, did it? So this is a motion activated light. In time, that will time out and turn off. And there's no way that should have came on by itself. We're all the way in the back room there. We're nowhere near to trigger this. Pretty good. Now, again, are we frozen? If you see the unless you knew what to look for, you really may not have noticed. That hallway is dark as we're filming. You see the block, it's kind of a square on the floor of light. That's the light that we're talking about turning on.
Window, that square
window. Instead of just the window with the light, you see the light on the floor. Yeah. That means the light triggered outside, which, again, when you get to that point, that's when you're like, oh, man.
Time to go.
We are with... we're with somebody and they're kind of messing with us now. So Sugar Shack the same as Love Shack. Actually, no. I don't think it is, no. John McGinnis.
It's instead of saying the 4-letter word.
But let me just scroll up here a bit. Before I play the next clip here, I do see that Travis has come on, and Travis, as you know, is one Travis. Of the NJP family, as all of you are part of the community. Travis suffered a loss, and you have our heartfelt condolences, Travis. You and your family, our thoughts and prayers are with you and your family. We are so sorry for your loss, and we appreciate if everyone here again,
show love to Travis and let him know that he's got all of our support.
We're all friends. We all support each other. And, Travis lost his mom. And again, our hearts are with you, Travis.
Yeah.
So here we get into the to the EVPs. This is a really, really quick one, and I'm going to play it twice. We didn't hear this live. I didn't have the recorder running, so I didn't catch it. I heard it on the audio as I was listening back. It's really, really quick. This is after we went out in the other area, and I've moved toward the space where things are happening, and I just say, it's really, really cold here. And a voice says, cold, kind of right after I do. So I'll play it a couple of times, but it's really, really low. So this is the part where you're going to want to turn your TV up or put your headphones on or whatever it is you need to do. And I hope I have the right one here. So cold in here. You close that door? I'm going to play that. I'm going to play that again because it's super, super quick and it's really, really fast. So again, TV up, headphones on. It's really, really quick. And again, I didn't catch it until I was listening. So I'll play it one more time. I say it's really, really cold and then it's a quick cold. So cold in here. You close that door? So there's a delay between where we are and where you are in the video. So we're back on and I'm watching the video on there. So that was, again, one weird thing again that I caught that we didn't catch live. So
the funny thing is the people were saying that they were hearing voices. in between what we couldn't catch.
So here's another one. Again, trying to see if a person is willing to interact. We ask because things died down for a little bit, and you always wonder, okay, was that the wave? And that's it. The wave crashed on the shore, and whoever it is gone. So you have to ask, you know, are you still here? So check this one out. Again, another intelligent response. I'm going to try an EVP session. Now, I don't know if I should have you do it because the rumor is they cuss at females.
No, I'm going to just stay right here where I am. I'm good. Watch that light.
You still in here? Could you touch something in this room that we're in? I feel vertigo. So that was the bell. Did you guys hear that? So I said, "Are you still here? Could you let us know if you're still here? Could you touch something or ring something?" And the bell, ba-ding, literally. Yeah. Again, to let us know whoever was there, definitely intelligent spirit, definitely was kind of messing with us for sure. I don't know again what the intentions were there. But you heard my that's because that's when the cold air came right from behind and just like engulfed me. So did you guys hear the bell? There's a click and then you hear the bell right at the end. I'll play it again if you need me to. It's a really quick clip. I'm going to try an EVP session. Now, I don't know if I should have you do it because the rumor is they cuss at females. No, I'm going to just stay right here where I am. I'm good. Watch that light. You still in here? Could you touch something in this room that we're in? I feel vertigo. Pretty cool. Again, that's like you can't ask for you can't ask for better than that. You really can't because it's somebody there who's intelligent enough, willing to interact enough. You don't know what the intentions are until again we get later on into the EVPs. We find out what the intentions are. But at this point, we're thinking whoever's here just wants to be known. Yeah. They're intelligent enough to do the bell, to touch things and manipulate things and let us know. So this is good so far. Kind of again a little nerve wracking because you don't know who they are, but the adrenaline is going because this person is willing to do things like we don't see that often, turn on motion lights and do things and light up things on command. So here's a good one. You're adrenaline driven. I am anxiety driven. So here, this one you're really going to want to turn your TV up. You're really going to want to put the headphones on because this is where we get the first inclination that we're not welcome there in that area. I ask because for 4 years or however long we've been going to that building, we haven't been in that room. No. So I ask, is this area off limits to us? And I get a response, and it's a good one. And I remember doing this live and letting you guys listen back again and again. I enhanced it as much as I could without, again, re-downloading it, enhancing it again, but hopefully you're able to hear this. So turn it up, put your headphones on, whatever you need to do, because this is a pretty good one. Are we not allowed in this area? We've never been in this area before. Is this off limits to us? Holy shit. Get out. Oh, hear it? Holy shit. Oh my God, you hear it? Oh my God. We've hit on something here. So I hope I'm going to play it again. So again, if you need to turn your, I'm going to play it again. So if you need to turn your TV up, put headphones on, whatever you need to do, because it is Get Out. It's Get Out. And I heard that, and that's when you start going, okay, this person doesn't really want us here. And I listened to it, and the thing with that one was you didn't hear it there, but I heard it with the headphones and I heard it with the speaker. There are two different voices. A man says get out, and then a female right at the very end says out.
Yeah,
And
just
it's
one word.
really, really quick. But there sounds like there's two people there. So again, I'm gonna play it one more time. Are we not allowed in this area? We've never been in this area before. Is this off limits to us? Holy shit. Get out.
Oh,
Hear it? Holy shit. Oh my God, you hear it? Oh my God. We've hit on something here.
But again, that is the area. And this all leads to what we were first told when we were first brought in there, that something in the basement has an issue with females, because this one female would go down there to do stuff, and
Well, more than her, she had other females in the group with her.
and they would be cursed out and told to get out, and we actually had that happen.
Yeah, so that leads to this next clip, which was one of my favorites, although it was very unsettling to somebody. We did ask, I asked if there were issues with females, that if they had issues with females. And this is the one where he said, it's a female who says he wants her. And that's really kind of unnerving.
Yeah, when you're the only.
No, to have somebody say that about somebody else, like somebody was like warning, like, hey, he wants her, and that was a little unnerving to where I heard that. And then again, I listened back with the headphones again and I raised it as much as I could. But,
as much as you find that unnerving doing this, and like you said, your adrenaline builds up, think about my history with the darker stuff younger, and being in a dark basement and having a recording like that come out.
Yeah, well, again, you have every opportunity to leave, whatever. No one's like holding you there.
This guy unscrewed the light bulb that would have flicked on when you go out there.
I mean, this is the thing. You act like you're a prisoner. No one's holding you there.
I'm not saying
if you felt uneasy and you didn't want to do it,
what I'm trying to explain to
go and head to the car and come back and get me.
No. What I'm trying to explain to you and get you to understand why my reactions are the way that they are is that you feel you hear that, and when you hear that, you hear and you get it's uncomfortable. You feel that sensation of, oh crap. Well, think about it on my end with my history, and then having that said in a dark, no matter where it is, having a recording of a voice saying that kind of reiterates what I went through, and I want to make sure that door never gets opened again.
Well, then at that point, you should have. Well, we finished.
Yeah, we finished very quickly after that because I was done.
The feathers were flying at that point.
Yes.
So here's the clip again. I'll play this a couple of times. Again, your issues with females, from what I heard, is it because of Chris being here? He wants her. He wants her. Wow, hold on. He wants her. God, that is creepy. Somebody's saying he wants her, but it's a female.
Okay.
That was pretty cool. Again, I don't recall anything like that ever happening before. And I'm going to play it again because the first couple of ones are really, really low. But even from here, my phone is right there. It's about a foot away from me. And I don't have headphones on. We don't have headphones on. I can only hear the audio real low from the phone. But I did hear the one where I hold the speaker up. I heard it pretty clear from here. So hopefully you can hear it because that's exactly what he's saying. He's saying, she's saying he wants her. So that is pretty damn cryptic.
And who's he?
And why is he act the way he does? So one more time, turn it up, put it in your ear, whatever you got to do. Again, your issues with females, from what I heard, is it because of Chris being here? He wants her. He wants her. Wow, hold on. He wants her. God, that is creepy. Somebody's saying he wants her, but it's a female.
Uh-huh. No.
I would go back there tonight if I could. I
Alone.
literally would. I
On
would
your
go
own.
back there tonight. I would sit in that dang area by myself and I would love every minute of it.
Knock
I
your boots
really
off.
would. I believe me, I am tempted. I am really tempted. But I don't know if I would get the same reaction with just me, but wow. That was again
But
surprising.
you have a plethora of volunteers.
That was so surprising in that we've never been in. Nothing's
No.
better than being in a new area for the first time, or a new building, or a new place, or a new object, and getting that kind of response, because that's intelligent. Whoever it is there, for sure. They're there. Are they there all the time? Don't know,
And the
but
fact
they
that
were there.
so it kind of makes you wonder, where does the woman fit in this to come forward
Don't know.
to make that statement? Do you know what I mean? That warning.
I don't know. But that was pretty darn good. And again, listening back to it with headphones on, you hear it much clearer. And that's why I love doing that, because I catch so many things in the rewatch and the re-listen with earbuds right into my ears where I could hear every little whisper. That was pretty damn clear. That and the Get Out were clear with headphones on. So here's everyone's my favorite clip anyway that I previewed yesterday with the Chris's new T-shirt. You already have the, what was it? The Shack. What was it? Sugar Shack. And now here's the new one. It's ba 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 ba. I'm freaking out. I believe it is. You'll see it at the end. So again, horrible camera work, because in the perfect shot would have been the REM pod. Now here, let me set the stage for you. I say I want to try something else. I walk by her. She's still filming that way, and I go behind her. I pick up the REM pod, and I'm thinking she says the REM pod's going off. I'm thinking she's talking about the REM pod that I just picked up which is now going off in my hand. So that's what I thought. So I'm walking towards her, and mine is going off as the one she's filming is going off. Now I'm watching that. The one she's filming has stopped. I start touching the one that I'm holding, the antenna, and making mine going off, saying, "Hey, could you do this?" And they start doing it. And I've never seen that in my entire life.
The mimicking.
And someone is just filming the one REM pod.
I caught some of it.
You would have been fired from Ghost Adventures, and
it's lovely,
every other show.
It's lovely
in a heartbeat.
To see his concern with my trauma.
So here we go. I'm going to try one more thing. Watch your back.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm getting, this place really creeps me out.
Well, I don't like the tone of this person at all, but I want to try something.
Oh my God, the REM pod just went off right when you walked away.
I'm holding it in my hand.
No.
This one? Holding, look what I'm holding in my hand. Look. I'm holding it in my hand and he's making it go. Holy shit, are you kidding me? I literally picked up this one because I was going to try it.
And he was just mocking you.
Look. Oh my God, have you ever seen that?
No, but...
Look, film me.
I gotta get in it and I'm freaking out.
No, you're missing. I'm doing it and he's doing it. That clip is just worth it alone for that. I'm freaking out. Oh my goodness. Oh, I am going to believe me. There will be a point where I clip the Chris isms and I have them back to back as sound drops because you just can't make it up. You just can't. I laughed so hard hearing that again, where it's just, I mean, I'm like, you gotta film this. You gotta. Her response is, ga. I'm freaking out. Oh,
you're welcome.
Again, true blue paranormal investigator you are.
No, I'm not.
Just the grittiest of the gritty. I give you credit. You hang in there.
You have no idea. You have no idea.
Sort of. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I love
See, we're all the content creators out there.
I love
the ones that go and they make stuff up and they go boo. You are honestly getting the God's honest true reaction of how I react when it comes to that stuff.
Please, you were nobody time. Again, I told her this a million times. The motion bell, when the motion bell triggers, it ding, and then it locks back in place. It resets. You hear ding, clunk.
Yeah.
She knows this. And yet every time it did it, she'd the bang after, and I'm like, no, I actually said on video,
because
like, that is the bell reset.
But you're thinking logically. You're not thinking of someone who's
you're
anxiety.
Right, John, you're right.
The anxiety is so high because of what I'm feeling and what's in that room and what it's got me like this. So any little slight thing has got me on edge. And that's exactly what it is. I don't know how to explain it or get you to understand that. I'm on edge. My anxiety is just going.
You bring up a good point, John, because
No, you don't need a camera.
We were at Burlington Prison, and we actually had what's called a static camera down the hallway, filming the whole entire hallway because people claim to see shadow figures or whatever. So that camera could film the whole entire hallway and what was going on in the hallway. So Chris is standing outside the cell in the hallway, filming me, Tanya, and Kenny inside the cell. And we have on camera, there's a bang that comes from the hallway. There
was a voice in my ear.
It was like Magic Johnson jumping to make a dunk. She must have left the floor by 6 inches at least. She jumped so high. And I have that on camera too. And we're all laughing in the cell because
sat laughing. Didn't check on me. Didn't see what could have scared the bejeebies out of me that bad. They just cracked up laughing. Somebody could have come in and wiped us all out, and they'd have been in there still laughing.
Again, they love it. That's all that matters. Make me laugh, but that's all that matters. And again, the coolest thing that happened in the upstairs room was just the tap back when I did the
Yeah,
tap
when
tap,
we heard it and listened.
and I heard tap tap.
That was pretty cool.
Wasn't a whole lot up there, but we didn't have a whole lot of time to spend up there. We were already.
I mean, it did like what it did. Like I said, that it walks through the hallway there, and it did do it. It set off the motion things out there a couple of times, and it did set off the bell that was sitting on the table with you when you were talking to it. So there were a few things, but it was a lower key. The energy when you come from that, your adrenaline from downstairs, my anxiety from downstairs, and you come into a more subtle, not so threatening atmosphere. There's something there, but it's not as threatening. You just kind of feel like that the air went out of the balloon. That's how I felt from you. You just felt like
No,
air went out of your balloon.
I'm hoping that it's going to continue everywhere all the time, but you know it like pretty early on that you're not.
Well, for my heart, I'm happy that it's not all like that. I get it. I know everybody else.
I would have liked to go back downstairs myself, but I knew you were. You were freaking out.
By what? And again, I don't know how to stress to people.
Oh,
it's not just the equipment going off. That's not the big. It's the what. There's a charged energy that I feel, and I don't know how to describe it if you've never felt it. And it's not a good feeling. It's a horrifying feeling, and that ice cold air it's not normal. It's not when a breeze or a draft that's coming through and you get the chills. It's like something just whoosh, right around you and it's got you, and that's how it felt. Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna try one more thing. Watch your back.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm getting this place really creeps me out.
Well, I don't like the tone of this person at all, but I want to try something.
Oh my God, the REM pod just went off right when you walked away.
I'm holding it in my hand.
No.
This one? Look what I'm holding in my hand. Look. I'm holding it in my hand and he's making it go. Holy shit, are you kidding me? I literally picked up this one because I was going to try it.
And he was mocking you.
Oh, look. Oh my God, have you ever seen that?
No, but
look, film me.
I gotta get in it, and I'm freaking out.
No, you're missing. I'm doing it, and he's doing it. Oh, I can't get enough. I'm sorry. I had to. I just can't.
Has there ever been a case where a ghost killed someone? Not a ghost, but someone that maybe has been influenced to do something and harm. You know,
yeah,
that's been a theory many times over. Exactly, D. No, John would have my back.
I am there 100%.
If you noticed in the beginning, real quick, I want to say this. In the beginning, when you noticed that I said we need to go check out what's out there when that light went off, John says, let me go first. John's got my back.
Yeah, how many times 100%. I've gotten her out of areas or I've stopped doing investigations because she, was reacting a certain way or had a certain feelings where, believe me, if it
get me in those places.
If it was me, I'd have never left that area. I'd have been there 2 hours. No problem. 2 hours. I'd have never, because I'd have wanted everything I could have got out of that guy as far as who are you, why you're here, all that I could. You know what I mean? But no, there have been many times where Chris didn't want to do an object, and I said, okay, don't be part of it. Don't be part of it. Or or a room or a building or whatever, and I'll just go myself, and I just do it. So no, I mean, it's funny in retrospect, but believe me, if she was getting affected, then yes, I'd have been right out of there.
He knows that it's my anxiety.
And that's why we didn't stay there, because I knew she was freaked out. So we had to move on.
My anxiety was ratcheting up more and more and more the longer we were staying there. It was ratcheting up. I mean,
how many times are you gonna say "holy shit"? Holy shit! That's gonna be my T-shirt. That's how you know that I'm enjoying myself, is when the holy shit start flying, because
and it's the holy.
That's me asking for spiritual protection. I say holy shit, and
so Deb had a theory. She goes, "What if when it says he wants you, that it was referring to you to me?"
Well, Deb was probably having a few glasses of wine.
Deb is just trying to make me feel better, I think.
But no, that was again one of the biggest surprises in a long time.
Yeah.
We have been in that building, and that's what I love about the paranormal and going places in general. You could go to a place over 9 years. We've been going to certain places like the Barron Arts Center or other places, and there's always a night that will just take you back and go, what in the heck is going on now? And that happened at the Baron, the last event that we did. I got all EVPs in the basement in a little side office that we've never investigated. And whoever that guy was has just been waiting there for us to, somebody to come in there and talk to him. And I just tapped right into that. And that's what happened with us with this guy. Like, we never asked where Gloria and all those people got the negative interaction that they got. We just heard the basement. So we assumed it was the one side room where the bad Santa is, or somewhere in the main area. We didn't never even knew of that room because we were never in there. No. But that's where he was.
I would worry about John going back there alone, because that
in a heartbeat.
He would do it. But you see, just like with a mine, I'm sorry, but I would want somebody to be there on the grounds, in the building, whatever. I wouldn't want him to be completely alone. Those grounds are military base, that whole thing, and it's massive, massive. And I would not want you to be there completely alone. That's just insane.
No, I am freaked out, concerned about, like you said, one way in, one way out. That concerns
you're locked in there,
because that's the thing that had me nervous or even scared about the basement of the old Creeper Gallery, is that I was at the bottom of those stairs, halfway into the basement. So if that door shut at the top of the stairs, there was no way out for me. No way. And I was stuck waiting for help. And if those two doors shut, or that whatever,
was it. You were stuck.
I was stuck in that one area of the basement waiting,
and just the people
and
watching
hoping
you
for someone to call and get me help. And if my feed would have went black, would someone have called? Or they would have got a hold of you, I'm sure, eventually. But how long would that have taken?
Don't know. When by then it could have been too late. Now, I will say, and this is why I do have, I'm very leery. Doors are locked and stuff, but I was actually in that building alone by myself on the second floor, and John was over in the bunkhouse, and somebody wandered in that didn't belong there and walked in on me. And this guy was not normal. And he freaked me out bad. And I called John, and John, I mean, they had to get somebody to have him escorted out. He refused to leave.
Yeah,
there was
that was a weird
and
one.
thank God John was on the premise, but I was in that building alone. And how that guy found me in that room, he was looking. And I was, he was at the door, and I was in the back of the room. So it was like I immediately picked up the phone, and I'm telling this guy, like, who are you? What are you doing? He goes, oh, I work here. And I'm like, work here? I've never met this guy before. And why is he in this building? And it turns out he'd been a volunteer for something and swung around and came back.
So, yeah, that was Camp Evans. Big surprise. Never expected that. We were looking to cover as much of that building as we could in 2 hours. We were really thinking of just jumping from spot to spot to spot, and then we ran into that guy, and all bets were off. I mean, that was an hour alone, I think, down there. So
it felt like an eternity to me.
We had a great time again with the two high school kids that were doing the interview. They were into the paranormal, one more than the other. And again, it's cool to kind of help people on their journey. We talked about that before. One of them seemed really interested in it, and we invited him. Hey, look, you ever get a group of your friends together? We'll come take you into a building. And again, the fact that he's already open-minded and interested in it. And again, someone that age, he has no idea who ghost hunters are, ghost adventurers are, even Project. None of them. These younger 15-year-olds, they TikTok videos or whatever. That's what they know about the paranormal. So it was really, really cool to speak with them and to kind of, again, hopefully set them on that path and kind of try to educate them a little bit, during the interview. But if you want to come, If that wasn't a commercial for the Camp Evans event, I don't know what else to give you people. I mean, that was probably the best infomercial you'll ever see in your life. There are only 5 tickets left for May 3rd with that great building, with that activity, and you have Cody Satori and John Zappis with their haunted objects. So we're looking to create the perfect storm in that building. We're looking to have whoever that guy is down in the basement with all the other spirits in the building, and why not bring some haunted objects in from 2 different collections.
Kindling on the fire.
So that should be a really, really fun one. So if you're interested, hopefully you guys maybe think about coming. There's only 5 spaces left. That's in Wall Township, New Jersey. Only 5 spaces. Email New Jersey Paranormal at yahoo.com. New Jersey Paranormal at yahoo.com. I know a lot of people were interested in the Liberty Hall event. That went really, really super quick, as all the Liberty Hall events do. Right now, May 3rd is the only thing we have available. We are about to announce a June 21st event that you guys really might be interested in as well, which will probably, I don't know, be in a few days. But there'll be another announcement soon for another big event, June 21st. So keep an eye out for that. But again, if you're interested in May 3rd, New Jersey Paranormal at yahoo.com. Can't wait to get back in that building now that we were in there. Matter of fact, I may try to convince Kenny to give me the basement because I want to spend the whole time in that room. We'll see what happens. But that's it. Very cool investigation. I'm freaking out. And that's it. That's all I have to say.
Have a good night. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Be kind to each other. It matters.
Sugar Shack to y'all.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.